Hey you guys. Okay, today I am gonna do a video that I think is gonna be really helpful on one of the topics that I get asked about all the time, and I always call back to an older video that honestly was good, but I've discovered even better nails since then. I've discovered just a foolproof way of doing them. I'm going to show you how to apply these press-on nails, which coming from the 80s, like a child from the 80s, I just picture those films. Whenever you say press-on, they glue on. They feel exactly like salon acrylics. I was, you know, the years of like the 2000s, an acrylic nail salon junkie, okay? I can make these last up to, I don't say up to, because I always end up taking them off at about 3.5 weeks. I put these on, let's see, Friday, which is when this video will go up. Today is Thursday. Friday will be the exact 3-day mark. I put them on February 23rd. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. So today is the 14th. And I just am very impressed. I'm gonna do a full review. I'm gonna show you exactly how to remove them. I'm gonna show you how to apply them. I get questions, you know, how do you do it? And it's hard sometimes to explain. I've taught family members how to do it and friends, and I've just really, I feel perfected it. I'm a cuticle picker. I love having fake nails on because it keeps me from doing that. It keeps my nails looking nice. And I just feel like these have like changed my life, okay? I've never been, of course, like I've been a nail lover and I would go to the nail salon, but then, you know, I'd go for a couple months, take them off, and then I wouldn't go back for another couple months, and then my nails would look like just terrible in between. And I just was never the person that was always like going to a nail salon regularly. And back then, you know, just the price and that commitment was a lot. And I'll spend money on things, but there's things if I can do myself, or if there's a better way or something that's more convenient for me, I'm gonna do it. But I'm also not going to sacrifice like quality of something. If it's better at the nail salon, I'll go to the nail salon. But I'm speaking just to acrylic nails. You can go to nail salons for manicures, for gel nails, for dips, whatever. That's not what this is. This is true, just like acrylic nails, and that's what I'll be comparing. That's what I'll be speaking to. But now the price has gotten so astronomical, so I think that's why this has become such a thing. I've got the best ones, and just to tell you the ones to get that are just amazing. And just really foolproof tips, tricks, a checklist of all the tools you need. Can you see the products in my shower? That's Brad's side, so don't judge. He did steal my Girl Scout cookie body wash. Not thrilled about that. My stuff's on the other side. Okay, whatever. I'm just to preface that. That's not my beard wash, and it's not my beard wash. Is it? Okay. So let's get into it. I'm gonna do a close-up. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna get into it, you guys. Okay? I'm gonna do this. Good. Now listen. 3 weeks, okay? These say they last up to 2 weeks. Now, in the past, I would put on nails. I'd end up dropping a nail always, okay? Always dropping a nail or two. And I have not dropped a nail in probably the last like 6 times I've done these nails. And I always have them on. I usually will let my nails rest for about four days in between, but I'm just gonna take them off and put the other ones on today because I'm filming it and I wanna show y'all. But you know, it's just, get my smoothie over here, get all this crap out of the way. It's just, I think, such a cool thing, such a great product. These have been around for a long time, and if you've tried them even 5 years ago, 3 years ago, they're not the same as the ones they have now. These that they have now, thicker at the top, thinner at the bottom, they grow out and look exactly like a salon acrylic. You'll get the gaps. And you might think, Tiffany, that's not a very big gap for 3 weeks. I would go get my nails done, and in 2 days, I'd already have a gap. My nails grow very fast. I'm gonna show you how to prepare your cuticles, how to put the nail in to where they show the growth less. But the type of nails that you get matters. And that's what I was saying, just with the price increases that have happened with salons, people are kind of, you know, especially with, you know, the pandemic and people doing more DIY things, just better products have come about. And I'm thankful for that because I took my daughter to the nail salon last year before a beach trip. We both got gel nails. She got a regular pedicure. I got gel on my toes and it was $250. And I'm like, support your nail technicians. Go get manicures, go get gel nails, whatever you want to do. But for acrylic nails, and if you're a DIY person, this is what I'm speaking to today. So, okay, didn't really prep my cuticles. I just washed my hands, but let me see if I have makeup on my hand. This is what they look like after the, you know, like I said, tomorrow will be 3 weeks. Not bad. Now, this brand also has minimal wear of like the actual nail design, which I think is very nice. And a lot of nails that you put on, they might begin like in a coffin shape or more pointed. And then by the end of the week, they're gonna be just round. This brand that I'm using now, which I'm gonna show you, holds the shape better. And that is the Glamnetic nails. This is the kit of the ones that I used before. And I will link to these, okay? As I show the nails, I will link them in order below and the tools and everything, and then we'll get into the tutorial in a second. Now, it comes with the glue. Biggest question I get asked, what glue do you use the glue in the kit? It's the same type of glue they use at a nail salon. If you go to a nail salon, when you get acrylic tips, first thing they do, they take the same exact type of glue. There's different brands. It's the same ingredients, the same glue. They glue on that plastic tip, and then they, you know, mold the acrylic. These are molded acrylic nails. You just glue them on, okay? So it's not like you can go back and get them filled. You just remove them every time. I'm going to show you the best way to remove them. But in my video, which was like maybe 3-4 years ago when I showed how to do these, I don't even know, this was the brand I was using. I was using the Kiss Acrylic Nudes. These are great. Like I said, so many nails exist. Don't go and think, oh, I'm going to go get these press-on nails. They're going to be the same as these. They are not all created equal. So many are just thin and just they look like those old fake press-on nails. I wish they'd call them like glue-on nails, because press-on, that's the trick. You don't even want to press them. Pressing will give you air bubbles. We'll get into it. But these, I say, if you're going to get the Kiss Acrylic Nudes, I like these that are the more coffin-shaped ones. These are nice. And I also like the really shorty ones. They're really called, I think they're called Real Shorty. Real Short. Shorty? What am I talking about? These are great. Okay, focus. Focus. Thank you. They have a super easy to apply. I have a little tab and you can paint them if you want like a shorter style. But those, I feel, begin to lift a little more. I'm a mom. I am, you know, I clean my own home. I do my dishes every day. I see women that say, but I'm a mom, can't do that. I'm like, I swim all summer in these. These are the way to go. This is the, no, I showed the Kiss acrylics. Those are fine. These are the ones you want. Any of the Glamnetic brand. Showed you the little case of the one I had, but let me show you some different ones. You've seen me wear these before, that are the black tipped ones. These sell out a lot. These are amazing. Okay, I'll link to the black tipped ones. I had the little red tipped ones at Christmas. These are cool. Haven't done these yet, but I think that's kind of a cool thing. So many different varieties of these. I love these for spring. The little daisies. Oh my gosh, y'all, I have so many. These are cool. Little nail design. Those are kind of neat. But the ones that I'm going to do with you guys today are these. I thought they'd be really pretty for Easter. They're just like the ones I have now, except they're a little more iridescent and they've got pink tips. So I'm going to link to those. Now, the difference in the Glamnetic ones, which I will say if you're starting out, buy these. Okay, again, the Kiss one's fine. These are the ones you want. These are thick. They're thin at the bottom. And what I like about, they say they're reusable. I've never done that, but you could with these, because with the Kiss acrylic ones, when you remove them, they're thin, they're flat, they end up just, they're gone. These actually maintain the shape. They're very hard and they maintain that curved shape, which prevents lifting. So they're still very like sealed at the bottom, and they do not lose their shape up top. You know, after 2 weeks, they're not going to end up flat. If they're very pointed, if they're more square, they're not going to end up oval. They just maintain their shape, and I feel that even the art lasts. The black ones kind of start to wear off, and I think they were still good at the 3rd week. So for the last like couple days, I had somewhere to go, and I just kind of went like put a little black on the end. But you know, it's fine. It's just like a normal nail that would wear. Okay, so. Let me think. Yeah, normally I would plan to remove them and let my nails rest for a couple days. But again, we're not going to do that. So let me tell you what you're going to do to get started. These are the items that you're going to need. You're going to need your kit of whatever one that you decide to get. And inside your kit, you have pretty much most everything you need. I'll show you when we start to actually prep the nails, but the glue is in here. I would say don't buy the extra glue, and I've seen Glamnetic even makes, I believe, an extra little glue you can buy, totally fine. But what I do is for the entirety that I have my nails on, I put the glue back into the kit, and I save my original kit, because if you drop a nail, you're gonna wanna have, it might be a little big or a little small, but you'll have a spare nail. You know what I mean? You have your glue. If you go on a trip, pack this with you. But I haven't needed that in a while, which is really cool. Okay, so you have your nail kit. That's what you need. Prep is key, okay? I'll show you what you need to remove in a second, but this is just what you need to do the nails. An acrylic file that actually can file acrylic nails. That's what you're gonna use to file the nail if you have to, and to buff your nails. We'll link to those. Those are great. They come in a big bulk pack. This is a little key item. Glamnetic makes one of these. It's a cuticle pusher that's glass that has like a roughness to it, so you can really kind of rough that up, which roughing up the area around like where it's going to adhere, especially around the cuticles, is what prevents the lifting and what's going to keep them on. I'm very close to the screw. I feel like I'm very like, oh, okay, very intense. They sell one of these. It's like, comes in one in a pack, and it is, I don't want to say expensive, but sorry, my nose is running. But you can buy, I'm gonna link to this, a pack of, I believe, like 4 or 5 of these, fraction of the cost, same exact files. So you need one of those, a cuticle pusher, preferably that exact one, nail clipper, and get it like an old rag or something that you're gonna put down on your countertop to lay out the nails and to do all the work, because you don't want to drip that glue on your countertops or anywhere else. I wanted to show you guys what I'm wearing today. I will link to my makeup and the products that I use. I kind of went back to these Bobbi Brown sticks. You know, I love a cream shadow. I love my Merit pots, but recently when we were traveling and stuff, like I didn't want to be bringing like a bunch of brushes and stuff, and I just thought these sticks would be easy, which they really are. I'll put the 3 colors that I use. I do not like using a lot of powders around my eyes. I think that it's just, they're really nice. And then my lips, I will link to what I'm using there. Let's talk about my outfit. You guys, this little set of earrings, such a good find. I know silver's kind of, I would say back, but it is like jewelry brands are kind of like pushing their silver. It's kind of becoming a trendy thing. The silver's classic, gold's classic, mix the metals, do whatever. But if you're looking for a good set of silver earrings, these are so flippin' cool. So it comes in a set of 3. Also these that are a little bigger. So set of 3, really beautiful. And I thought these were really nice. Okay, I'm filming this after this particular, because I forgot to do my outfit after I've done my nails. So I feel like I have stuff all over me. But these Skims dresses, I have, you guys know, I really have found so many good ones that are long sleeved, the little like spaghetti strap one. This one might be my favorite. It's got a nice, can you see the slit in the back? So you can walk, it goes all the way down to your ankles. It's not cropped. Can I get back here? Because I'm not adjusting this camera. I'm not gonna do it, okay? I'm not gonna do it. Comes in a bunch of different colors. Really feeling that. Just wanted to kind of go simple today. I like to do my nails at night, but we're filming a video. I like to do them like after I've taken a shower, you know, a couple hours before bed. You don't really want to be washing your hands and then hours, you know, really close after. And you don't want to be like getting into the shower, because when water comes in contact with the glue, which there might be a little behind the nail, it turns white and fluffy and even can turn white around, and you don't want that. So I like to do it before bed. But again, for the purposes of the video, that's not what we're doing today. All right, so I'm gonna remove these and I'm gonna show you how I do that. Okay, move my Diet Coke over there. Take your rag, lay out a little spot so that you have plenty of space. Show you how we're gonna size the nails, lay them out in a minute. But to remove, this is the key, a Floss Pick, okay? These are the flossers that I would definitely recommend you. These are the flossers that we've used for years. You buy them in bulk on Amazon, you get a bunch of bags in a box. These are the flossers I use anyways, but you need to have one in your nail kit. This one I've probably been using for 6 months. Not on my teeth, on my nails, okay? Don't freak out. I know someone was itching to say, ow! No, lady, no. Use the Floss Pick for your teeth. See, the fact that I have to do, okay, okay. All right, these are the old ones. I'll put this back. Let's look at how to remove them. This little guy, take one floss pick, it'll last you a lifetime. for your nails, okay? Now, what you're gonna do, the key with this exact floss pick, they're not all created equal, is that it has this like flat paddle at the bottom. And this is what you're gonna use to kind of get under to start the lifting. And then you can take the pick and kind of get under the nail. Go under the nail. And you know, usually see if you like can see a little bit of like an air bubble. And then it kind of starts. And it's hard to do when I'm showing it on camera. Just lightly kind of go towards your cuticle on this, or not your cuticle, but along the tip. Start, it's kind of like you're peeling. Like peeling something, like you're peeling something. And then just lightly, now you're not going to be shoving, you just want to kind of hold it and it's going to kind of start lifting and then it comes right off. And then here's the nail. Still looks pretty, okay, there it goes. And then this is what my nail looks like. This is what my nail looks like underneath. It's just a little, you know, from the glue, but it's fine. You buff it out. If you let it go one more day, the nail would be shiny. It'd be fine. You just buff it out. It's not like when you go to the salon and you have those like really deep grooves and crevasses. Okay, and then we're gonna do this one. Again, go to the top. And if you can't get it in the other side, just get it in from where you can. Okay. And then I'm going to show you, you can kind of take this and you don't want to pull, but you just lightly work it off. It kind of gets it on that side. Now I'm going to be honest. This is, like I said, 3 weeks. This is probably the hardest time I've had getting any of them off. Of course, now that I'm like showing you guys. But the point is, you want to wait to remove them until the very last second, until it's like, okay. That's why I leave mine on for a long time. It just is one of those things where like, I don't say the longer the better, but I wear them until they're falling off. Sometimes it's closer to 4 weeks. And I've seen people that are like, there's no way, like, you know, do they not turn green? I don't even know what people are talking about. And I've seen people say that if they're turning green, something is wrong. Like, I don't know why they turn green. Like, it's no different than a nail salon nail. Okay, so you just keep going. We'll keep removing these. Okay, so the nails are off. Now we're gonna prep the actual nails. The trick is you don't want much, even if you think, oh, they're real short. No, you don't want your whites of your nail. And these, I mean, my bathroom, I'm gonna have to like, there's nails all over the place. They're just flying. I think there's only like 5 fake nails on my counter right now because the rest just went flying. So I gotta find those. You might want to do this in like a contained space. There's not a ridge, there's not a groove, they're not thinner. It's just after having nails glued on, when you know, that little top layer can peel, but the nails still feel thick, they're fine, okay? They just look horrendous, so don't be alarmed. And when you're filing, I mean, obviously we know what to do, but take it and you're gonna file with this nail. If you get these exact ones, you're gonna file with the writing side that's smoother. This is for filing acrylic nails, it's rougher, or for just doing that last little rough up, which I'll show you. But when you're filing, obviously file the nail down, but then on the sides, kind of get in there and go like this so that you're almost like buffing the side. But we'll do the cuticles in a second. The cuticles are the biggest part of this, okay? Prepping that is like the biggest part. You can't have any on your actual nails because, you know, like we all, when you scrape your cuticles or when you know, like push them back, there's like some debris. There's that little thin layer that you can't see. The glue will not stick to that and it will cause lifting. So I'll show you guys exactly what to do. If you find that your nails are dropping or, you know, they don't stick, the prep is where we often like really go wrong. So next, so we got our nails nice and filed. You're gonna take that same side and you're just gonna kind of buff the nails. Now mine are a little rougher right now just because, you know, I just took the nails off, but just buff the nails until they're smooth. This isn't like grinding them down or making them thin, but you need to rough up that top layer. Some of these kits come with an alcohol pad. I find that that is pretty unnecessary and I just don't want to jinx myself adding another step that could, if you've just applied like body lotion or something, maybe like use it to take the oils off, but if you do this step, this is kind of doing that anyways. And it's kind of like, I mean, I hate to say this, but like if you're like priming, like if you're gonna paint cabinets or paint, you know, something, you gotta kind of like, not rough it up, but apply primer, you know, to help it stick. one of the most important parts is the cuticle prep. Now, you're gonna take the pusher part and you're just gonna push back the cuticles, okay? Easy peas. But what's cool about this is that it's like rough on this part. So as you're pushing, you kind of swirl it a little, you know, to kind of like erase them a little. And then when you get to like the corners, you know, like with like right here, kind of do a little scrub, you know? Okay, so the prep, I mean, this takes a while, all right? I paused that and I worked on my nails for a while. Take the pointy end and now go around like you're coloring and just clean up around the cuticles. Now, you guys, do not do this 20 minutes before you're heading out the door. This is gonna, I mean, I would say realistically, from start to finish, just carve out 30 minutes of time. I mean, I had to take mine off too. And I did have to prep them a little bit more because they were a little rough, like, you know, right away. But I'm just gonna say, so you look, you're just kind of coloring, getting all the little debris off in a gentle way, okay? And I don't have to say, don't push your cuticles back too far. Do what you're comfortable with, but they shouldn't be at the point of like irritation. But you do need to push them back perhaps a tad bit further than you normally would and clean them up a little more than you normally would. But this is a great little tool. It kind of, I feel like, trains your cuticles, even if you just have like natural nails, you know, to not, I don't know, to not like get so overgrown. And instead of cutting them, it kind of just like files them away, which is cool. But what I was gonna say is when I do my nails, I come in here, I put my phone or my iPad up, fire up a show, and just relax. You don't wanna be in a hurry when you're doing this. Like after you do the pointed end, then take the flat end again, kind of smooth it. This is the key to not lifting. A lot of people just buff the nail and then you are not getting into this little crack. You're not getting into the little crevices that you have to get into that are honestly like the most important part as far as like getting the oils and the debris, the cuticles, roughen that area up to hold and to adhere the glue. See, they don't look bad. So just keep doing that. Okay, so we're prepped. You are not gonna wash your hands. You're not gonna put anything on it after that last step of doing your cuticles. But one thing I do like to do is just a final little thing. The file does a good job. This little glass file, cuticle pusher, does a good job of roughing everything up around your cuticles. Again, this is, don't think of it as, you know, they do the little grinder and then you have the big dent. No, like my nails are perfectly smooth, you know, they don't have that. So we're not roughing them up to that point, okay? Your nails are tougher than you think, but you want to be gentle, but we're just roughing up the just top surface, okay? We're not like grinding down and making them smaller. It's just, you know, okay. But if you take your nails off too soon, that was another thing, then you're gonna damage them. And that's a thing, like, I just feel if you can get them on and you can do them in a good way, you just forget about them for 3 weeks, okay? All right, so just kind of, this dress is gonna be covered in dust. All right, so here we are. Next step, you take your nails and everything that you need is in the kit, okay? I take it out and I have a little tray. Those are little showy ones. This is trash. Alcohol pad I don't use. The little file I don't use. This little cuticle thing, useless. Don't use those, just use the file. Okay, so go ahead and open your glue. Just kind of get it ready. And then here's where you're gonna start to size your nails, okay? So just go through. I dump them all out in here. And then the ones that definitely don't work on any nails, just put them in here so you don't get confused. So start with the small ones. Okay, so look, that's gonna be my pinky. And then I'm just gonna lay it out like the actual nail. So I'm gonna look, find the other pinky. I have one pinky that's bigger than the other, and you might have, so just, I hate that when people, oh, this one's a 5, so I gotta find the other 5. I have nails that are very different on each hands. So it's just something you're just gonna have to, oh, that's a good middle one. Oh, that's a good middle one. Usually if you're in between, I I'd rather, I mean, don't force it, but I'd rather go smaller than bigger. If they're too big and the nail's hanging over your cuticle, it's just gonna lift. So think about that. Okay, so I've got my thumbs, my middles, my pinkies. I need my pointer, my ring finger. Okay, so now all these, I already got them. So I'm gonna save these for later, just in case if I drop one. But again, you shouldn't. Take your glue. This is very, very important. This is where the cuticles and everything come in. Let's do the thumb first, and let's do the pinky first. All right, I'm gonna start with this pinky. I'm gonna turn it over. And first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to glue up the actual nail. Cover it with glue, not to the point where it's like gooping out, but you know, it's okay if it is. And then when you lay it down, you're gonna start from the cuticle and almost push it into the cuticle like you're pushing your cuticles back, and then lay it softly. Lightest pressure you could imagine. Just enough pressure to physically hold it on, okay? If you press this, you are going to think about it, okay? Think about this. You're gonna squeeze all the glue out, and then you're gonna have air bubbles. You just wanna lay it and let it adhere, and then you'll have no bubbles, and it will look great. Oh my gosh, this is so flippin' cute. Now, if you have any like glue that comes out around, take the edge of your little, just take the edge of your little rag, you know, and clean it up, but you shouldn't. Okay. All right, and then next, the glue on. Put the glue on. Start at the cuticle. Push down into the cuticle as much as you can without it hurting, and then lightly lay it on, and then lightly hold for maybe like 10-15 seconds. Do not press. And I see people doing that and saying you have to press on. That's why I don't like them called press on, because that was my biggest mistake. I used to press the hell out of them, and then I'd get air bubbles, and then all the glue would end up squeezing out, and then you'd drop a nail in 4 days and wonder why. Cute, huh? Oh, I gotta get more of these. I did not know what this pink tip situation was gonna look like. I'm kind of loving it. Once you get used to this, it's like the only way to go. What I do like about the Glamnetic nails as well is that the inside of the nail is almost like, it looks almost like the surface of that glass file. It's a little rough and a little kind of sparkly, almost like, you know, it's not slick. Like you can't, have you ever tried to like super glue two really slick things together? It doesn't work as well as if like it's two things that are slightly textured. Like, I don't know if you can see, it almost looks like, okay. All right, here we go, looking good. Okay, you know, it's so funny. It's just like a makeup tutorial or something. Like sometimes I'll do a makeup look or I'll do something and I'm talking and I'm like, oh, I took the time to do this, and this isn't even like the best it could be, or this isn't like what I usually do, you know, that I really like. I don't know. And I thought, gosh, I hope that this nail set is gonna be pretty. After I've taken the time to do this video, I hope this is like a good choice. Do you know what I mean? And this is probably, I can say, see, kind of glued my nails together, glue my fingers together. Probably the prettiest ones I think I've ever done, ever. So the second I'm done filming this, see, take this and kind of wipe away. Don't wipe the glue up onto the nail, wipe it away if you're cleaning up. Second I'm done with this, you can even press with you can even kind of hold it with your rag if you got glue on your fingers. Second I'm done with this, I'm ordering a couple more packs of this, of the bubblegum glaze, because this is gorgeous. OMG. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Now, as careful as you are, as much, you're gonna end up with like your nails are gonna feel like little shells. See, like I did that nail first. Whichever you want to do. Put it on the nail, put it on your real nail, but you gotta put it on both. You're gonna have like little shell nails, you know, like your fingertips are gonna feel crusty because you've got the super glue on them. Because nail glue is just, I mean, it's nail glue, but it's basically like glorified super glue. Don't try to wash that off. Don't try to scrub it off. It will come off naturally as you wash your hands over the next day. But don't panic and think, oh my gosh, my nails are crusty. You're just gonna have, your fingertips are gonna feel a little crusty, like a little shell. It will naturally wear off. Do not try to scrub it off. Do not try to wash it off. And right after you apply your nails, the last thing you wanna do is to go wash your hands, because any of the glue that's not set, like I said, will turn white and it almost looks like a wart, like it's crusty looking. Do you guys know what I'm saying? All right, so finish gluing the nails on. And again, my biggest thing when you glue the nail on, so I know this is very repetitive because it's just same thing 10 times over with all your nails, but I just want you guys to see. Biggest thing is start from the cuticle, push it down, lightly lay it, and hold it slightly. If you are making enough pressure to where the glue would be squeezing out, well, maybe you could put too much glue, but I'd rather have too much glue than not enough glue. But you'll, after you do it several times, get the touch and like get just the right amount, you know, and realize like how much you need, how much you don't. If it starts squeezing out from under, just take the edge of your like old rag, you know. Don't use like your nice towels, or you'll have some crusty towels. Okay, that's not fun. But just have like a rag, you know, a rag that's folded up somewhere, like in your closet or under your sink or something that you know is like your nail rag. And, oh, guys, these are so pretty. I'm so happy because I was like, gosh, and then the thumbnail of the video and the pictures that I'm gonna use, should I have just done like a natural nail? Should I have done like just the white ones again? And I am so glad I didn't. Okay, see, that kind of like glued on a little because I had some glue on my hands. But here's what. If you do notice that you get any glue on the nail, you'll think, oh, it's ruined. It's not, okay? It'll, after like a day, you can kind of just scrape it right off your nail. It'll be shiny. So don't worry if the nail gets some glue on it. It'll come off. But again, when you're wiping the glue off, kind of just do that, okay? And then if it does have some glue on it, just use your rag to kind of hold it. But it's not like the little gummy press-on nails that had the little adhesive on the back that you would have to press like to hell and back. That's why I just wish that these nails were called glue-on nails. I do not like when people say press-ons, not because of, oh, it sounds like junky press-ons. It's because I think it kind of confuses people, and then you start to apply them like old traditional press-ons, and that will ruin them right away. If you press them, it will ruin it. Like, I'm just holding it enough to keep the nail on, okay? And just to keep it adhered. Not pressing it like you would. I hope that makes sense. Okay, I was literally just gonna show you gluing on like one, but we're just going to town. And they are really looking good. I'm so happy. And like the old video that I did, you know, I would always refer people to that. First of all, it's old, it's hard to find, but even then I've discovered so many better ways to do it. You know, I think I remember when I did that, I had some air bubbles on my nails. I still hadn't quite perfected that right, but I was just thought, oh, it's just a crapshoot. You never know. No, you can do it without having the bubbles. And I love the iridescence of these. It's called bubblegum glaze, and it truly is. It's like, it looks very glazed. I wish they would do one that was glazed that had like a more nude tip. But that's what I really like about this brand. This is not sponsored in any way. I just truly love this brand so much. They have so many nails to choose from and so many different designs. Where like, you know, you see people that have on like a certain press on and you think, oh, I know that brand. I know that press on. Like, I know. But this is like so many different designs, and the brand's only getting more popular. They're only improving. And I feel like they just keep releasing new designs, which I think is really fun and unique. So I'm on the last nail, which is always a real good feeling. And okay, here we go. Ta-da! I'm obsessed. I think I think we did real good. And then I just have that one little glue that I'm gonna scrape off, but I think they look amazing. Here's what you do, okay? We're gonna put the kit back together because this is key. Glue goes back into the kit, extra nails. Put this back and then keep this under your cabinet. Keep this somewhere close by. Like I say, if you travel, take this with you just in case if you drop a nail, you can find another one that fits. You'll have your glue with you, and that's it. So I am very excited. I know usually like I do a video and it's like, okay, I'm done, but I feel like I really accomplished something big today because I don't have to do this later and this is great. But I really do kind of look forward to the nights when I am gonna do my nails because like I said, I come up here, you know, I turn on a show and set aside a good, especially if you're doing it for the first time, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, just to really, you know, take your time. I think these may be my favorite ones I've ever had. Like, I can't even believe. They're so pretty. I would definitely recommend that brand. All of the products that I use, I'm gonna put below. Have these products from your glass file to your little flosser, that particular nail file, and what else? I mean, I'll link to anything else. The exact nails, I think, really make a difference. Tips. Do not, now, okay, at this point, I've been done with these for a couple minutes. Don't fix your hair. One time, like literally, I did something to my hair. I was about to go to bed. I put my hair in a ponytail and I was like, what is that? And I literally had glue in my hair because you don't realize that sometimes you'll have them on the backs. But I wouldn't even recommend going around and making sure you get every little, even if it's dripping or something. But like, let the glue naturally dry. It'll kind of seal it in. These nails should last you, like I said, I mean, it always says last up to 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I mean, you saw me remove my nails at the 3-week mark today, and they were so stuck on. I like to wait usually about 3.5 weeks because I like to remove them when they're almost falling off so that I don't have to like pry and poke so much. But you know, and normally, like I said, I would let them wait and, you know, put some oil on them and put some lotion on them for like 4 days and just, but I mean, you really don't have to if you really needed to change them. But I just think that it's the way to go. I think that brands are kind of like, I do think that if you want like, you know, good, affordable acrylic nails where you're not sacrificing the look or the feel, I like them to feel thick. I mean, you know, I want them to feel like the salon. I think this is the way to go, and they're only getting better, and this brand is the best. I would definitely recommend the Glamnetic. I will link to all my favorites. And you guys, I just really appreciate you guys spending the time with me today. If you have any questions about this, now we got a video to refer to, right? You can refer people to this video if you're like, hey, you know, how do you do it? I mean, maybe hopefully they'll enjoy it. They won't think I'm like too wacky. All right, you guys, so thank you for watching. I love y'all so much, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Good luck with your nails. Have some fun. Get some of these nails, change your life. Bye, you guys.